Oh God. Wait, you gotta do it like the interview. Showtime. Really?
Today we're going to do a pork butt, and we're doing this on a Weber kettle. We're using a snake method. Remember, pork loves salt and pepper. Salt, pepper, and garlic life, baby. So, this is your pork butt. This particular one is a bone-in pork butt. You can see the bone right there. It's actually part of the shoulder blade.
The butt is a part of the shoulder?
It's actually a pork shoulder. It's not a pork butt.
Oh, well, that runs a lot of jokes.
This is a coarser rub that I use for bigger cuts of meat. The reason I do it this way is because whenever you have big cuts of meat, and you're smoking them, the coarser seasonings help the smoke build and help get a good bark. That's all seasoned up, good to go. You'll notice that I have my seasonings in a shaker. I make all my seasonings ahead of time in big batches, and I put them in Ziploc bags. And by using a shaker, it keeps all my stuff fresh, and it also makes it to where I don't get like a container I use all the time all dirty and nasty. So we're gonna grab this, wash my hands, grab this, we'll go outside, we'll get on the kettle. Grill's come up to temperature. Right now it's sitting about 205. It'll continue to rise a little bit as more coals get caught. We have a little bit of thick smoke right now. That's just everything getting started. It's not a big deal. It'll all thin out as we go. Whenever you're smoking, you're really looking for what's called a thin blue smoke. It should be something you can barely even see. If it's a heavy white smoke, it means either A, you have a grease fire, or B, you don't have a clean burn. All right, so time for smoke.
That is indeed smoke.
It is, and it's a beautiful thing. So
what's with the little pan in the middle? I was gonna ask about that.
Okay, so the pan in the middle, there's a very, very scientific reason behind that.
But not the blue smoke.
I'm lazy, and I don't want to have to clean the grill.
Oh, okay.
So what's gonna happen is the pork butt, we'll do it now. The pork butt is gonna get set right in the middle of the grill grate. Now, pork is juicy. It's gonna drip a lot. It's gonna be in here for 10 to 12 hours. This is an 8-pound pork butt, hour and 15 minutes per pound. You're looking 12 to 14 hours-ish. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we might run a little bit hotter to get this done sooner. Great thing about pork butt. If you want to get into smoking, pork butt is a great thing to start with. It's very forgiving. You can cook it at 300 or you can cook it at 215, and you're gonna get pretty close to the same results. Lid stays closed. We'll check temperatures every once in a while, make sure it doesn't start getting too hot, too cold. Play with the dampers, leave the lid closed. In about 5 hours will be the first time we open the lid. Might do a little magic with the pork butt, make it taste even better. As you're coming out here and checking,
What magic are we gonna eat? Okay.
4 or 5 hours from now, you'll be all right.
Ah, Jesus.
So as you're cooking, you just kind of put your hand around the bottom of the kettle, don't touch it, and you'll get kind of an idea of where the coals are burning. Make sure your vent's directly across from it. This is easy, easy, easy to do. And with everything else, once you've watched it, just burn and learn. Pit's been holding nice and steady right at 250 degrees. We have the overhead shot. Yes, the thermometer is sitting at 300, but that's at the top, and this is right over the lit coals. So this is where wireless thermometers, things like that come in to play so you can get actual grilled grate temperatures. I've done this a couple dozen times, so I know subtract 50 from whatever the dome is. Cool. So right now what we're gonna do is the pork butt's at about 160 degrees. We're gonna pull it off. We're gonna wrap it up-ish. I don't wrap fully. Put some of the sauce on it, put it back on the pit, let it keep going. You're not gonna grab it, it's gonna be hot.
Well, I assumed, but, you know.
It doesn't look bad at all.
No, it looks beautiful.
Alright, so whenever I'm doing a pork butt or a brisket, and I don't normally wrap brisket, but I'll always wrap a pork butt. You can see where the flame's starting to kind of kick up back there.
Oh yeah.
So what we'll do is I just like grabbing paper towels. I just like grabbing paper towels. That way doesn't break the bark. It's easy to grab onto, kind of insulates my hands.
Are those like shop towels or something?
Yeah, something like that. You know, Costco. See if I can do this without catching the paper towel on fire. Yum.
So,
close this down for a second. That way it kind of tampers that fire down.
Are we just done with your pig shrine, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, we got about 5 more hours to go.
All right.
This is what you said. So whenever I do this, I just kind of tuck everything up on the sides.
Yeah.
But I'll leave the top open. Care to guess why?
Why, Ryan?
So, whenever you do it this way, a lot of people will wrap tight in foil. They say wrap tight in foil, wrap tight in foil. The problem with that is it catches all the water in there. So you end up braising the meat. But if you leave the top open like this,
just like,
yeah, you get the nice kind of infrared you get from the wrap. The foil's pushing the heat in. It catches all the grease and the good juices in the bottom, but all the water evaporates off. So it's not something to deal with later.
Science.
Science.
Here comes a pork butt.
Pork butt going back on. Pork butt normally goes to 200, 205 degrees. And this is a bone-in pork butt, so they have a built-in thermometer. So the little chintzy little pop-out thing that's on a turkey, a bone-in pork butt is roughly the same thing. So whenever you can grab that bone and it wiggles and it pulls out clean, you're done and you're good.
You mean a chintzy thing on it? Like a bone just pops out when it's done cooking?
You ever cooked a turkey?
No. That's why I'm here.
Some of the older turkeys had these little things you inserted. Whenever the turkey got to the right internal temperature, it popped out. There's a little red button.
So you say some of the older turkeys, so these new millennial turkeys, they're ruining turkey cooking?
Camera guy? So the camera guy's rolling on the ground laughing right now.
Just saying, my people make things more efficient. Moving on.
See you in 5 hours. So, take a look at this. I love it when the smoke just rolls out. It's beautiful.
It smells great. Please be done.
Oh, it's done.
Okay.
What time? I told y'all whenever you came over it was going to be done. And it's done.
I honestly don't know why I doubt your times, measurements, really anything to do with your weird superpowers. This guy ballparks level. Nails it every time.
That's a whole different story.
You know how annoying that is when you have a level in your hand and you're busy with it? Pretty annoying. Gotta love them though, because it does save time.
So we've burned 2/3 of the snake. It's been going for 10 hours, so I said we'd get 14 to 16 hours out of it. I could probably get 15 hours at 250 out of this, no problem at all. This is a 26-inch kettle, so we get a little bit of a bigger snake, so it helps. Done with the kettle. All right. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a good shot of this.
I got a light on my phone. Might be a bit too bright.
Probably.
Worth a shot.
Last time you'll have to see us this evening. So here's what we're gonna do. We have a very elaborate setup. Very high-tech, very technical, with lots of lights. So what we're gonna do is, remember how I said that a pork butt, you can tell it's done whenever you pull the bone out and it comes out clean. This is a bone in. So we're gonna try that. But first we're gonna remind you that the best whiskey is the one you like.
Best barbecue is your favorite.
And make sure you share both.
We even mic'd the pork.
We did.
Let's do this. Burns your hand. Remember, it's what the audience likes, not what you feel.
It's science for the people, right?
You gotta give the people what they want.
Bone out of here. I normally do this when it's not 3,000 degrees.
Yeah, the rest won't come out like me. I appreciate that you held it up out of the camera to show me what it looked like. And it's like, I don't care as long as the camera's good.
There you go. Just bring it a little over.
Came out pretty clean.